Here are some things that I wish I knew right at the beginning of my painting journey. These are going to save you so much frustration, they are going to save you time, and above all, they are going to save you money. So let's get right into it. I'm Lisa from Elm & Bee and welcome back to my channel. First up, buy what you need. Don't go out buying loads of crazy things. I know we all get obsessed and we get so tempted just to buy everything that catches our eye. We're like little magpies, especially when it comes to arts and crafts. But start small. Start with what you need. Buy the few brushes that you think you'll need. Buy the colors of paint that you need. Even just start with a basic set of primary colors, maybe a couple of the secondary colors. If you have got a red or a crimson, you've got a blue and you've got a yellow, then you can mix all the colors. Add some white and a little bit of black in there. If you want, pick up a brown or maybe a purple and an orange. But start small. It will help you in the long run. You will save money and you will learn to mix colors as you go. Let me know in the comments what your favorite colors are to work with. Don't buy the cheapest of cheap paints, but do go for basic good quality. So let me explain that a little bit more. We have got brands like Liquitex who you can shell out and get their heavy bodied professional paints, but you can also get Liquitex basic paints. So you have gone for a really good well-known brand, but then you've got their basic range, and that's a great quality to start with. If you get really cheap paints, you're going to get so frustrated. They're not going to do what you want. They're not going to mix well. They're not going to blend well. They're not going to layer well. They're going to be see-through. So many problems caused with really cheap paints. So get a good quality brand, but go for their lesser range. Another good example is Winsor & Newton. They have a Galleria range, and that's for students. So that's a great range. And then Dollar and Rowan, they also do a graduate range. So again, it's sort of like art school level student range. It's not their professional range, but you're not going into a cheap craft bargain shop and picking up cheap paint. So buy good quality, but go for their cheaper range. Never ever leave your brushes sitting with acrylic paint on them. They will dry out, they'll go all horrible. Once acrylics is dry, it's almost impossible to clean off. So always wash your brushes after you use them. Like while you're still painting, rinse them in that water, mix them through, dry them off on like a piece of kitchen towel, or I have got this really horrible rag that I use just to dry them off. So you're basically just cleaning them with a little bit of water after you've used them and laying them flat to dry while you continue painting. When you are finished your whole painting session, yeah, you can go and give them a little rinse with a bit of soap as well and dry them flat. But don't just leave them sitting. If you leave them sitting to the side with paint on them, they're going to go hard, they're going to go crusty, and you're literally going to have to chuck them in the bin. So look after your brushes. It will save you money in the long run. Store your paints really, really well. If they have got this like flip style, then make sure you are cleaning off and that these are properly clicking closed. You want them to be airtight when you store them. Again, with these bigger ones, make sure that you have got that lid properly clipped shut so that they stay nice and moist. Basically, any air getting in there, they are going to dry out and go all hard. You also want to store them away from direct sunlight. They will start to split if you leave them in the sun, and also away from a heat source, like so away from a radiator, something like that. Again, they will split. So if you're going to invest in a few good quality paints, Make sure you are storing them well. Keep the lid on nice and tight so that they are secure and they don't dry out, and keep them away from the sun and keep them away from heat so that they don't go all yucky and split. If you are still watching, thank you for being here. Please let me know if there are any tutorials that you would like to see from me in the future. I am here to serve you guys. I want to teach you everything that I know about acrylic painting. So if there's anything else you need to know, or a particular tutorial, technique, or anything you want to see, then please leave a little comment below and I will check that out. Work in layers. It is my most favorite acrylic painting tip. I work in layers all the time. I'm just grabbing this because it's the closest painting. I painted the background first and I worked in about 5, 6, maybe even 10 layers coming all the way to the foreground. So do work in layers. Part of working in layers is letting letting the paint dry in between, so letting each layer dry before you work on top of it. But also just have a little handy dandy spray bottle of water close by. Means you can mist your canvas if you need to, if things are drying out and you need to get them moist again, especially if you're doing blending or gradients. Also means you can mist your paints on your palette if they are beginning to dry out as well. But with acrylics, 100% work in lots of light layers. It is the best way to build up and create some depth and magic in a piece. You probably all know my favorite tip by now, and that is cheap makeup brushes are your friend. They make the most amazing mop brushes. You will also get filbert brushes and fan brushes in the makeup department. So this is where you do want to head to your local bargain store and check out their makeup section and grab yourself some amazing, cheap and beautiful paintbrushes. So now you have got loads of top tips. You are going to need to put all of that together and do a very beginner friendly tutorial. So I will link that here or post it at the end of this video. I have got loads of super beginner friendly tutorials for you to watch. I've also got a whole series on learning to paint with lots more top tips. So check those out as well. And I will see you in the next episode for some more fun painting.